होमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 84, verse number 67. In the previous class we studied how Vasudevji, who was told by the sages that he has one debt remaining, and that is the debt to the Devas. For that he must do yajna. So he planned to do that. He accepted the sages themselves as the Ritviks or the priests. Then he performed it and had the Abhrit Snan, the ritual bath after the completion, and then they all went and took bath in the lake in Kurukshetra. After that, Dhritarashtra, Vidura, Kunti Devi, Pandavas, they all left. The kings who have assembled there, Kaikai, Srinjak, Kashi Naresh, all these people, they also left. So only Yadavas from Dwarka and Vrajvasis were remaining. Then Vasudeva, he sat down with Nanda Maharaj and spoke to him, and basically praising his friendship and how he took care of Krishna and Balram, and said that he is unable to pay him back. He did not do anything before because he was in prison, and now out of humility he said that he is blinded by the Vaibhava, the royal opulence. So then Nanda Maharaj, he continued to stay, and he stayed for 3 months, although he planned to leave every day. Advasova Gamishyami. So now he describes that how Nanda Maharaj also left. So this is the last part of this chapter. Tataha kamai puryamanaha savrajah sa bandhavaha pararghya bharana kshoma nanarghya parichadehi vasudeva ugrasenabhyam krishnodhava baladibhi dattamadaya paribarham yapito yadubhiryayo. So Nanda Maharaj, yadubhir yapito yayo. So being given a farewell by Yadus, then Nanda Maharaj, he left. And before he left, his wishes were satisfied along with Brajvasis and his family members. They were given huge amounts of gifts, cloths, ornaments by Vasudeva, Ugrasena, Krishna and Balram. So when all these gifts were bestowed on him, from the verse it appears that he felt satisfied and then he left. Nando gopascha gopyascha govinda charanambuje manah kshiptam punarhartum anisha mathuram yayuhu. Nanda Maharaj, cowherd boys, cowherd men, the gopis, their minds were completely absorbed in thinking of lotus feet of Sri Krishna. So they were unable to retract their mind from the feet of Sri Krishna, and in this way, completely absorbed in the thoughts of Govinda, they arrived in Mathura. Bandhushu pratiyateshu Vrishnayah Krishna Devataha Viksha Pravisham Asannam Yayur Dwarvatim Punah. And the Vrishnis, the Yadavas from Dwarka, whose Devata, who is presiding deity, worshipable person is Krishna. When all the relatives have departed to their respective places, and they saw that rainy season was about to set in, so they also went to Dwarka. Janebhyah kathayan chakrur yadudeva mahotsavam yadasit tirthayatrayam sruhit sandarsanadikam. And when they returned back to Dwarka, the people who were there in Dwarka who had not come to Kurukshetra, to them they described about the great yajna which was executed by Vasudeva, and they also described how their various friends, relatives, kings, they had arrived at Kurukshetra, whom they met and had good time. So all the news, just like if you go somewhere to a new place and then you meet your family members back home, then everybody is curious to know and you are also interested in describing it. So here in sloka number 67, there is one statement which is little troubling. So the statement is Kamahi Puriyamana Savraja sa Bandhava Yapito Yadubhiriyayo. So it says that Nanda Maharaj, his wishes were satisfied, fulfilled. And from the sloka it appears that he got a lot of gifts from Vasudeva, Ugrasena, Sri Krishna himself and Balram, and as if he felt very happy by getting these gifts, and then he left. So this obviously does not make sense, knowing Nanda Maharaj how much he loves Krishna, how much the cowherd people love Krishna. How is it that they got just satisfied by getting some gifts? So this certainly does not make sense at all. So therefore Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives an explanation to this. Tato mastrayānantaram bhro prana parardha nirmanthita Sri Sukha Karma Bindo Krishna Sampratam Chala Vrajam Ataha Param Samayam Gametum Na Shaknomi. So when 3 months have passed, then Nanda Maharaj, he spoke to Krishna and he said that, O Sri Krishna, you on whom we can sacrifice thousands of our lives, and just one drop of sweat for us or from you is like bliss for us. So right now, please let us go to Vraja. I cannot stay here anymore. So, Ataparam Samayam Gametum Na Shaknomi. Because he also has his work at home back. He has so many cows, who is taking care of that. So he says, I cannot stay anymore here. So let's go. And he is telling this to Krishna directly. Bho Sakhe Vasudeva Krishnam Braje Prasthabhaya. And he told to Vasudeva now straightforward that, O Vasudeva, my dear friend, please send Krishna to Vraja. Bho Rajan Ugrasena Tvamapi Evam Eva Matpriya Sakham Imam Agyapaya. Then he approached Ugrasena, who was the king, and he said, my dear king, you also please order my dear friend Vasudeva to do this. No chedatra punya kshetre ram hridevayam adhunaiva mriyamahe. If you do not do that, then in this holy place, in this lake of Parshuram, we will drown ourselves. Yuyam svachakshubhihi pashyatah. And you will see this with your own eyes. Vayam hi surya uprage punya jigrikshaya nayata. So he says that we did not come to Kurukshetra because there was solar eclipse and it is very pious to come to Kurukshetra and take dip in this lake. We did not come for that. He says we are not at all interested in collecting piety. But we came here only to bring Krishna with us. Krishnam aprapya martum, Krishnam prapya jivitum iti. Prajasthanam asmakam sarvesham eva dridhanasya. If we don't get Krishna back to Vraja, we will die. And if we get Krishna with us, then we will live. This is the firm decision of all Brajvasis. There is absolutely no two ways about it. So you can think now. इति उक्तवती श्री व्रजराजे श्री वसुदेवादिभिः कामैस्तस्य वाञ्छितैरर्थैः प्रार्घ्य भरणादिभिश्च स पूर्यमाणो ययो इति अन्वयः. So when this was said, then Vasudev, etc., they fulfilled his desire, and they also gave him a lot of gifts, and having his desires fulfilled, he left. Tatra Vasudevena desa kala patra abhigyena स्वाप्त बंधुभिर विचार्य श्रीनंदस्य काम पूर्णम यथा. So Vasudeva, who is very much expert of what is to be done according to the time, place and situation, he had a consultancy with his friends, relatives, family members, and then he fulfilled Nanda Maharaj's wish as follows. Bho sakhe vrajraja satyam brushe. He said, "Oh my dear friend, master of Vraja, what you say is definitely true. Bhavadrishanam bandhunam jighansa eva kim me sammata. But do you think that I wish that my friend like you should die? Do I wish for your death? Tasmat sarvatha eva krishnam vrajam prasthapayashyami. Therefore, I will definitely send Krishna to Vraja." So you see how nicely he is speaking, and he will not send. So first he is saying, yes, I will send. So first he is comforting. This is empathy. This is called conscious communication. So he says, yes, how can you say this? You think I wish you to die? Surely not. I will send Krishna with you. But then the but comes. Kintu parantu, but of course. Right? So therefore the but is coming now. Kintu sampratam ayam asman bandhu gyati sruhidasya bahusya stri janan dwarkam praveshayatu. But right now, because we, all of us, friends, relatives, and also his queens are here, let them all return to Dwarka. And they will return to Dwarka only if Krishna goes with them. They will not go without Krishna. So let them return to Dwarka and then he will come. So both parties are satisfied. He will come and our job will also be done. ततः परदिने एव शुभक्षणे निर्विरोधमेव व्रजं प्रति यात्रां करोति इति अत्र परसहस्र शब्दान् करोमि. So next day itself, the time we reach Dwarka, on the very next day, on an auspicious moment, without any obstacle, he will start for Vraja, and I swear this 1000 times or more. Vayam khalu krishnena sahev agata vina krishnam katham griham gantum pravami. We came with Krishna, so now how is it possible that we can go back without him? This is not possible. Lokaha kim vadishyanti. What will people tell us, say to us, that where is Krishna? Where did you leave him? How is that you left him back? Tam sakalartha panditosvi. Then he is praising him, which is very important. Says, you are very wise person, you know everything. You understand this. क्षमस्व मम एतद् विज्ञापन अपराधेन मम आज्ञापयति. Please excuse me that I am telling this to you and I am committing an offense. Please order me. उग्रसेनेन यथा भो व्रजेश्वर अत्र अर्था अहमेव प्रतिभूरभुवं सशपथं ब्रवीमि बलादेव कृष्णमहं व्रजे प्रस्थापयिष्यामि. And then Ugrasena, to whom he has said that please order Vasudev to send Krishna with me. So Ugrasena said that I vouch for his words, that what he is saying will happen, and I guarantee this. Take me as the warranty for that. I also swear this, and I say that forcibly I will send Krishna to Vraja. Rama Uddhava Sahitena Raha Pradesha Krishnena Yatha Bho Tata Yadi Aham Adya Santyajya Khalu Etan Vrajam Yami Tari Ete Api Madvirhena Martum Udyata Bhavishyanti. Then with Balaram and Uddhava, Krishna also met Nanda Maharaj in a solitary place. And he also told him that, oh father, if I give up these Dwarkavasis now and don't go with them, then they will definitely kill themselves due to separation from me. They will not go. Keshi Arishtadibhyo api Mahabalina Parsahasra Satrava eva etan Parthivan Nihanyu. And still, although I have killed many enemies, but still many enemies are still remaining, and they are more powerful than Kesi and Aristasura, and they will kill all of them. They will kill all of them. So it is also my duty to kill them and then come to Vraja. Avashyam bhavi svavrittam sarvagyatvad janami. Because I know everything, so I know what will happen in future. I already can predict. Tadapi shrunu bravimi. So please listen that I will tell this to you. Ito dwarkam gatva eva labdha nimantrano yudhishthira rajsuyartham yasyami. Now when I go to Dwarka from here, I will get an invitation from Yudhishthira Maharaj to participate in Rajasuya Yajna. Tatra chadyam hatva punar agatya salvam nihatya dantavakra vadhartham mathura dakshina dwar pravesham asadya tatreva tam vyapadya vrajam pravishya bandhun sandrishya hrishtmana yusmad utsangeva rangena khelyaneva janvidam gamishyami. He says, there in the Rajasuya Yajna I will kill Shishupal. Then I will come back to Dwarka and I will kill Shalva. And after killing Shalva, Dantavakra will attack me. And then I will kill him at the entrance of Mathura. And after killing him, I will come to Vraja. And I will be so happy to see all of you. And then for the rest of your life, I will play in your lap. So this is my plan. So now Nanda Maharaj got a big deal. Right? He made a treaty. Then he tells something more. Etan mam lalat patre vidhatra likhitam eva. Etavad din paryantam yusman lalate shobhi madhurah dukkham likhitam eva. Etadvayam neva natha bhavitum arhata. He says this, the fate has written this on my forehead, that for so many days I will be in separation from you. And this is also written on your forehead, that you have to feel separation from me. There is nobody who can change it. So therefore please try to understand, because lalate likhitam, bhagyam vidhatapi marstum narhati. What is written on your forehead, even Brahma cannot undo that. Doesn't have the power. So he says this is already written like that. So evam hatham tyaktva sampratam brajam prati pratisthasva. Therefore please give up your obstinacy and at present you go to Vraja. एतन मध्ये च भवन्तौ पितरौ मम प्रिय सुहृदश्च मद्विरह दुःख लिखितम् एतद्द्वयं नैव अन्यथा भवितुम् अर्हति एव इति वार्ता यदा यदा मां द्रष्टुं किमपि क्रीडयितुं भोजयितुं ह्येष्यते तदा भवद्भिः चक्षुंसि मुद्रितायनि. But I give you one solution in the meantime till I return, that you too, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda, my parents, and also my friends and relatives, whenever you feel, first of all he says that this separation, this pain of separation from me is written on both parties, and you also. Naiv anyatha bhayitum arhati. He says this no one can undo it. And eta varta yada yada mam drashtum kimapi kridayito. So this is true, but now whenever you want to see me and you want to play with me, you want to feed me, then all you have to do is that you just close your eyes. And as soon as you close your eyes, I will be there. Yatha aham avirbhuya sarvan eva davathun khapuspikritya. And then I will appear there and immediately I will dispel all of your pain of separation. Sarvan eva manorathan sampadishyami iti pratijane. And I will fulfill all your manoratha, all your wishes. If you want to feed me, you will be able to feed me. You just keep your eyes closed and feed me, and I will be there and eating with you. You want to play with me, just close your eyes and play with me. He says, I promise this to you. And if you don't believe me, then you can ask the Braj, my friend, that they actually have an experience like this. Kilaha matrarthe matpriya sakha rishikatvi dava santapta chargatra pramani kartavya. Says they are the proof. When there was this fire in the Ishika forest, then I told them that don't worry, close your eyes. And they closed their eyes and I drank the fire, and then nobody was in trouble. So I removed their trouble just like that. So I will do the same for you. All you have to do is just close your eyes and think of me. Tatascha vrajrajah swaputra suktatparya parya lauchaka cheta bhadram bhadram iti sarvan vasudevadin uktva prabodhita. When Nanda Maharaj heard this and he understood that my son actually will be happy only if I listen to his advice, so then he said, okay, I understand. And he also told Vasudeva, Ugrasena, etc. that I agree to your words and please you can leave with Krishna. Virata rudada bandhukastair dattam pari barham adaya yadubhis tatsanga prasthapitaya mahasenya yapita yayo. So at that time Nand Maharaj, he stopped crying because he was consoled and he understood that I have to tolerate this separation for some more time, but finally Krishna will come here. So Virata Rudada Bandhuka Stair Dattam Pari Barham Adaya. And then he took all the gifts which they gave, and the Yadus, they sent an army to accompany him for his safety, and in this way he left. Atra Kamairiti Puryamane iti Padadvaya Annathanupattereva Khalu Etad Vyakhyanam Prapanchitam. So now Vishwanath Chakravarti says why he has given this kind of explanation. Because there is nothing like this mentioned here in the verses. So he says that these statements Kamairiti Puryamana, that his wishes were fulfilled. He says there is no other way to explain these words, because it is impossible that Nanda Maharaj would be satisfied simply by receiving gifts. That is not possible. So therefore this explanation is to be given. Why it is not possible that he will not be satisfied? He says Krishno Vasudev Devakyoreva Putra iti Brahmana api Saputra Patrena api Saspatha Mukta api Pratiti Lesam api Akurvato Vrajeshwaryo Swangli Sprishta Matra Krishna Chubik Labdha Mahasuk Sampatti Smriti Matra Nyakrat Prakrit Sarv Sampadostaya. He says even if Brahma comes and he swears in the name of his sons and grandsons and tells Nanda Maharaj that Krishna is not your son, he is son of Vasudeva and Devaki, he says Nanda Maharaj is not going to believe that. But when Nanda Maharaj touches the chin of Krishna with his finger, then for him there is nothing which compares with that. And he has no interest in any property, wealth, this, that. Means how can he trade these gifts for Krishna? That yeah, you can take Krishna, give me the gifts. He says he is a person who is happy just touching Krishna with one finger, and he can never be convinced that Krishna is not his son. It is impossible. So how can he be satisfied with some gifts? That doesn't make sense. That's why this explanation has to be given, that his wish was fulfilled means he was convinced that he will come back. And that was his wish because he came to take him. So that is the meaning. So he says even Brahma cannot convince him even 1%. He cannot even put a doubt in his mind. Kim Vasudevadi Dattai Pararghya Bharan Kshoma Nanargya Parichadai Kampurnam Sambhavet. Is it possible that the gifts, all the valuable gifts, cloths, ornaments, which were given by Vasudeva, Ugrasena, etc. to Nanda Maharaj, that he will feel satisfied with that? Yadi va kampurnam bhave deveti prodhis tatra savrajasa bandhaveti visheshan dvayo upanyasa keval sastrikasya nandaseva pitu gopinam gopanam sarvesham krishna priya sakhanam cha tatasya krishnasya pita nanda priyasya gopyasya sakhayo gopasya praptair bahmulya bharan vastra ratnadivi purn manorthi bhuya vrajam yayuriti vyakhyam. So he says that if it is accepted that Nanda Maharaj's wishes were fulfilled by taking these gifts, then you have to say that not only his, but also the wishes of the Gopas, the Gopis, all the friends of Krishna, and the very dear father of Nanda Maharaj, the beloved Gopis of Krishna, and all these people, they also got gifts, and they were all completely satisfied, and they went to Vraja. Then you have to say, that means all the Vrajvasis, including Nanda Maharaj, Gopis, Yashoda Maya, they all felt very satisfied by these gifts. That is the explanation you want to give. He says if that is the explanation you want to give, then all it means is that there is no such thing called love. Tada vrajasthanam sarvesham prematvam apgatam eva. This is only possible when you can convince us that Vrajvasis, they had no love for Krishna. Then I can be convinced that yes, it is true. Bhakti rasamit sindhu dhrit prema lakshne anyatam mamta iti ukter iti avdhayam. And then all the definition of Uttama Bhakti given in Bhakti rasamit sindhu, Anyavilashita sunyam gyan karmadi anavritam anukullena krishna anusilanam bhaktiruttama Anya Mamta Sunya Krishna Mamta Prem Sampad Bhakti Udahrita Bhishma Dron Prahlada in this sloka. He said all these slokas will have no meaning then. All these definitions fail because these definitions are talking about the Vrajavasis and their love for Krishna. So since that is not possible, that they cannot have love for Krishna and they will be just satisfied with something material, so for that reason this explanation must be given for these words. So this is the end of chapter 84. Now chapter number 85 begins. Sri Badarayani Ruvacha. So Sri Sukadeva Goswami said, Atha ekada atmajau praptau kritpada bhivandanau vasudeva bhinandyaha pritya sankarshanachyutau. So one day Krishna and Balram, they came to see Vasudeva in the morning and they bowed down to his feet, which was their practice every day. At that time Vasudeva Maharaj, he was very pleased and he spoke to Sankarshan, that is Balram and Achyuta Sri Krishna. So he speaks to them. Panchashiti tame pitror harescha jnanagi stutihi matuhu pitra nanayan sa balina sa balastutaha. So he says that in this 85th chapter there is a description of Vasudeva speaking to Krishna and Balram, reciting like prayers to them because his Aishwarya Bhav became prominent. And afterwards there is a description that Krishna brings the sons of Devaki from the Sutaloka and he meets Bali there, who prays to Krishna and Balram. So that will be described in this chapter. Muninam sa vachah shrutva putriyor dham suchakam tadvirya jata vishrambha paribhashya bhibhashata. So why this mood of Aishwarya appeared in Vasudeva towards Krishna? So he says the reason is that he remembers the words of the sages, because the sages, they praised Krishna and Vasudeva heard it. So he remembered that, and he is remembering that he himself starts seeing Krishna like that. So the words which described Krishna's glory, status as Supreme Lord. So he believed all those words, and then addressing Krishna and Balram, he spoke as follows to them. Krishna Krishna Mahayogin Sankarshana Sanatana Janevam Seyat Sakshat Pradhana Purusho Paro. He said, O Krishna, O Sankarshan, the eternal person, I know two of you to be the direct master of this universe as Pradhana Purusha, the chief persons. Asya Vishwasya Karani Bhutau Yat Yo Pradhana Purusheshwaro Paro Tayorapi Shreshto Parameshwaro Vamaham Jane. I know two of you as Supreme Ishwaras who are beyond the Ishvara who is controller of the Pradhana, the material nature, which is the source of the universe. So there is universe, then there is a Purusha who is controller of this, and you are superior even to that. I know this. यद्वा प्रधानी भूतौ परमेश्वरौ पुरुषौ Vasudev Sankarsano. Or the meaning is Pradhana Purusha means that you are the chief Purushas. Among all the forms of Bhagavan, you are the Pradhana, Vasudevan Sankarsana. Yatra yena yato yasya yasmai yad yad yatha yada Syadidam Bhagavan Sakshat Pradhana Purusheshwaraha. So all the vibhaktis are mentioned here. Yatra, 7th case, Yena, 3rd case, Yata, Panchami, Yasya, Sashti, Yasmai, Chaturthi, Yad Yad, Dutiya, 1st, Yatha, Yada, as you are. So whatever comes from wherever it comes, by whatever means it comes, for whomever it comes, and in whichever relationship it comes, it's all you. So the meaning is that this world is in you, it is by you, it is from you, it is yours, it is for you, and you are the master of it, and you are the enjoyer of it. So you are the Sakshat Pradhana Purusheshwara. You are directly the Pradhana and Purusha and Ishvara. So this is the prayer he has for them. Karya bhutamidam vishwam api tvameva bhavsiti. This Vishwa, this world, which is the Karya, which is the product, right? Sakartrikam, Kartrijani. So Karya bhutamidam vishwam, since it is the product, it has to have a producer. There cannot be any product without the producer. So Chetyankur Adikam Sakartrikam Karyatvat. So this is the proof of Ishvara. Tvameva bhavsi, you are that. Dayor akyad ekvachan prayogena ahyata. So he is using ekvachan for two of them because they are one. So for that say yata. Ghatpatadikam tadidam sarvam bhagwan eva bhagavat karyam ityartha. So all that ghata, pata, kshiti, ankura, everything is you only. It is all product. Kidrisha sakshat pradhan purushayor api ishvara. Because you are the Ishvara of the direct Prakriti and Purusha, means the what is called Paramatma, because Paramatma is in charge. There is Purusha, there is Prakriti, and then Paramatma, and he is beyond that Paramatma. Etan nana vidham vishvam atmasishtam madhokshaja atmananu prasyatman prano jivo bibharsyajaha. So now he is speaking in singular and also in third form. He says that all this variety, etan nana vidham, which you see in the universe, so much variety, atmasishtam adhokshaja, that adhokshaja, it is created by you. And after creating this, you also enter in it. Atmana anuprayushya Atman. You are the Paramatma of this. Because Paramatma enters into everything. Tat srishtva tadeva anupravishat. In the Upanishad also it is said that he created and then he entered into it. Because if he does not enter into it, it will not come to life. So, I am Atma Gudakesa Sarvabhutashe Sthita, I am the Atma. So he is the Atma, he is the Paramatma, and he is the source of life for everything. So all this planetary system, he enters into it. And Prano Jivo Bibharsyaja. You are the prana, you are the activating potency, and you maintain it as Jiva. Kinchasya poshak karta pitvam eva. So not only that you create it, but you also are the nourisher of it. So he speaks this. Atmana antaryami swarupene anupravishya. Hey Atman. So Atmana means as the immanent being, you enter into it. Prana kriya shakti maya sutra. Prana here refers to sutra. Sutra is also one of the elements which comes from Prakriti. From Prakriti comes Mahatattva, Sutra and Ahankara, these three. So Mahatattva is in Sattva-guna predominant, Sutra is Rajaguna predominant, and Ahankara is Tamaguna predominant. So Rajaguna describes action, potency, Kriya Shakti, Gyan Shakti, Smat Tattva. So this is, therefore he says that this is the Kriya Shakti Maya Sutra Tattva Rupa. And Jiva describes here Gyan Shakti Maya, Buddhi Tattva Rupa, Jasan, which also means Mahat Tattva. Tvameva Bibharsi. This means you maintain it by prana and buddhi, which means karmendriya and gyanendriya. So we have two types of senses, working senses and cognitive senses. So cognitive senses are related to the word jiva, which is the buddhi tattva, and the working senses, they are related to the prana. So more prana you have, more energy you have. Less prana, less energy. Pranadinam vishvasrijam shaktayo yah parasyata partantriyad vai sadrishyad dvayo cheshta eva cheshtatam. And he says then all these pranas and buddhi tattva etc., these are the shakti of vishvasrijam. They are the shakti of the creators. Ya parasyata. And they are coming from then the para, the supreme. Partantriyad vaisadrishyad dayo chesta eva chestata. So they are all under his control and they are functioning because of his potency. So like you give momentum to something and that is moving, so that is not moving independent of you, but is moving because you have given the potency into it. So therefore he says that partantriyad vaisadrishyad dayo chesta eva chestatam. Chesta means their activities happen because of the Supreme. Nanu prana jiva jivau ete tattad rupo vishva poshtaro prasiddho. So now he says that this prana and jiva in those forms of Gyan Shakti and Kriya Shakti, they are well known as the nourisher of the universe. Natu aham tat poshta. Krishna says that I am not the nourisher, so why are you saying that you are the nourisher? So then Vasudeva replies, Pranadinamiti in this verse. Na kevalam tayor vishva poshtritvam eva apitu vishvastritvinam vishvasvastritvam api prasiddham ityartha. So he says not only that you are the nourisher of these Kriya Shakti and Gyan Shakti, but you are also nourisher of the creators of the world, the Vishvasrijas, the progenitors. This is well known. Tesham ya shaktaya sta parasya parmeshwarasya. the potency which the creators of the universe have, that potency is also yours, O means Parmeshwara. Kutah partantriyat. Why? Because they are not independent. Their Shakti is dependent on you. And in this he gives an example. Veda Shaktir na Banasya apitu Purushasya tadvad ityartha. So just like if somebody releases an arrow from the bow, so then the arrow is having Shakti in it, it is moving and it hits the target or it pierces the target. So now you say, oh, the arrow has pierced it. But arrow is dull matter. Arrow does not have its own potency to do that. It is the potency of the person who threw the arrow. So his potency has been conveyed into the arrow. So like that, the Supreme Person has his own potency, he is potent and is not dependent on anybody, and then his potency enters into others and they perform the work. Nanu tayoho swadhishthatri devata partantram astu Parmeshwar partantram kuto avasitam tatra. So he says, okay, these creators, presiding deities, they may be under someone's control, but why you say that they are control of the Supreme Person? So then he says, why nishchit sadrishyat? He says this is true because of the sadrishya. Tadadhishtatri devata namapi tattulyattvat. He says that these presiding deities are also like the arrow. Yathaiva prana jiva shabda vachyani karma jnanendriyani jadani tathaiva tadadhishtatri devatani api jadani ityartha. So just like the working and senses and cognitive senses are made of inert matter, they don't have their own potency. The potency in them comes from the Jiva, from the living being. So similarly, the Adhishtatri Devatas, the presiding deities of the senses, etc., or the creators, their energy is also not their energy, but it is coming from the Supreme Immanent Being. Tatasya Ashwarasya evetyanva, they are also coming from him. Nanu pranadinam shaktiya bhave kutah kriya karitvam syadata advaya. So now he says that if the senses do not have any potency in them, how is that they are working? They must have some potency, then only they can work. So he said, dvayoho prana jiviyoho tayo cheshta eva cheshtatam syat. He says that their chesta, their activity is only activity, but not independent. Yavat chesta mananam prana buddhi karmendriyanam chesta eva kevalam natu shakti yatha purushasya shaktya saradinam vega. He says their activities is there, but they do not have Shakti in themselves, just like the arrow moves and pierces the target, but it does not have its own Shakti. It is borrowed or it is transferred into it by the person who releases the arrow. So in the same way, the potency of the Jiva, which here means the cognitive senses, and the prana, which means the working senses, their potency is not their potency, it also comes from the Supreme Immanent Being. Kanti is teja prabha satta chandragniyarka raksha vidyutam yatstarya bhuvritam bhumer vritti gandhorto bhavan tarpanam prananam apam deva tvam tatasya tadrashaha ojasaho balam chesta gatir vayo staveshvaraha. So he says that the light, the effulgence, the brightness, which the existence which you see of the moon, of the fire, of the sun, of the stars, of the lightning, and then the stability of the mountains, and the fragrance of earth and its existence, and the quality of water to satisfy thirst, and this taste, and the power of the internal senses, power of external senses, physical power, movement of air, these all belong to you, O Ishvara. Tasmat vastu matranam ya shaktayastave iti pradarshayati. So now he shows that all the potencies which are existing in anything, they all belong to him only, Ishvara, and not independent. Kantiriti. Tatra kanti kamniyata chandra raksha vidyata prasiddhaya. Kanti here means beauty, or that which attracts. So this is of the moon, of the stars, of the lightning, it is well known. And Agni Arkayor Shit Kale Arkasya Udayas Samayapi Teja. And then the fire and the sun, they are very likable in the winter time. And the effulgence of the sun while it is setting or when it is rising, that is also nice. Sparsha ashaktatva lakshanam sarvesham eva prabha ati durastha prakasa sattata chandradinam. So he says that all these things, they are not qualified to be touched. The prabha, etc., they are at far away, ati durastha prakasa satta. So their light and their existence, it's all because of you. Arthato vastuto bhavan tathacha shruti. So in reality, it is all you, as it is said in the Shruti statement. Na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyato bhanti kuto yamagnihi tameva bhantam anubhanti sarvam tasya bhasha sarvam idam vibhati. So in that abode of Bhagavan, there is no sun that gives light, nor moon, nor the stars, nor the lightning, nor the fire. It is He who Himself is effulgent, and because of His effulgence, everything shines forth after Him. Smriti chat is also stated in the Smriti. Yadaditya gatam tejo jagad bhashayate khilam yat chandramasi yat chagno tat tejo vidhi mamakam. So it is in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that the light of the sun which illuminates the world, and of moon and fire, you should know that that is mine. Yaditi linga viparinamena sarvatra yojyam. The word yad has to be applied with everything by changing its gender, depending on what is the gender to which you apply it, because in Sanskrit everything has gender. Bhumer vritti praninam adharatvena vartanam gandhasya bhavan tathaiva shaktir. The quality of the earth to uphold people on it, and also its quality of smell, it's also you. So punyo gandho prithivyam cha. Krishna says, I am the good fragrance of the earth. And he also says, dhariyamiha mojasa. Gama vishyacha bhutanam dhariyamiha mojasa. Entering the earth, I uphold everything. Kim bahuna vastu dharma vastuni cha tvameva. What can be spoken more, but all the qualities of the objects and the very objects is you. Tarpanam iti chaturbhi. It is described in 4 slokas. He Dev apam tarpanam tripti jankatvam. Water gives has satisfaction when we are thirsty. Prananam jivan hetutvam tapascha. And it is also life. Without water there is no life. Tadrasascha tvameva. It is also the source of taste. So all this is you. Vayu rojas sahadikam taveva shakti. And the Vayu has got Oja, Saha and Bala. So Oja is the Indriya power, the power of the external senses. And Saha is the power of internal senses, mind, etc. And Bala is the physical strength. So all this comes from Vayu, Prana. And that Prana is also you. So in this way he is praising his own son. Father praising the son. We'll stop here if there is any question.
Son is that
He is not accepting.
he's not accepting that he is not his son. I mean, he would not be convinced that Krishna is not his son. Is that an example of prema overpowering kind of normal knowledge, because he actually knows, right?
No.
So I thought that from the storyline it was that he had known about it, no?
No. Purushottam Prabhu.
And similar question in that sense, since he was in Madhurya, in Kurukshetra, and after even hearing all the philosophies from all the sages and glorifying him, he didn't accept at that time. He asked the sages the questions. But here, coming back here, then again he comes to the Aishwarya. What was his real reason for switching to Aishwarya then?
Vidya kalena pachyate. There is a popular saying in Sanskrit that knowledge takes time to be digested. So he heard it, now he has digested it.
But he also heard it at the time of his birth. I mean, Krishna already told him at that, I'm so informed that he is a Bhagavan. So
Then Krishna put his Maya when he became Shishu. He forgot. That's why he was always worried about his welfare.
okay, thank you.
All right.